So this is what I wanted to talk about: spirituality and goals. In some forms of spirituality, the way it is being taught, it's almost like you should not pursue any other goal. That it's a distraction. It's something that is, it's like you're trying to pursue something in the world, and at the same time you're trying to transcend the human condition. We find these type of narratives in many spiritual teachings. But the idea of mindful self-discipline for us who live in the world is that pursuing your quote-unquote worldly goals will also help you grow. Because when you're pursuing those goals, you're going to have to cultivate yourself. You're going to have to cultivate your mind and your heart. You're going to have to develop certain virtues. You're going to have to train yourself to overcome temptation and procrastination and distractions, excuses and fears. And so whatever goal you're pursuing, whatever positive goal you're pursuing in your life, be it spiritual or not, you are training yourself. You are growing as a person. And the self-discipline that you achieve, just to use a very extreme example, the self-discipline that you develop to achieve a goal of earning $1 million, you can use that same self-discipline later to purify the mind, to grow love and compassion towards all human beings, to grow spiritually. Because it's that same thing. You're going to meet obstacles. You're going to meet a part of yourself that doesn't want this. And you're going to have to learn how to harmonize that. So, Joseph Campbell says, follow your bliss. And I think the yogis would say, yes, you follow your highest bliss. And when you're following your higher bliss, you let go of the smaller bliss. You let go of the smaller gain for that higher gain. I like to say that pleasures are the fast food of happiness. We can get them cheap. You can get them quick. It doesn't take much effort, but they won't really fulfill you. They don't have the nutrients that you really need for happiness and fulfillment. And so at times it's not about having a life devoid of pleasures. That's not what I promote in mindful self-discipline, but about first purpose, then pleasure. Dedicate 80%, the 80-20 rule, if you want to think about it. Dedicate 80% of your time, your energy, your attention to your deeper values, to your purpose. And then what's left, you fill in the gaps, so to speak. And that's a big shift because the society these days, it's all about comfort and pleasure and fun and entertainment because it's so easy with our devices, with the way everything is. It's just so easy. So people default to that. And this is a core shift. And the thing is, once you achieve your goal, your worldly goal, you will outgrow it. That desire will have left you. You don't need to put your energy there anymore. It's often easier to, the Buddha talks about overcoming desires and letting go of desires. It's often easier to let go of desires by fulfilling them than by trying to suppress them. One spiritual master that I've studied a lot in the past, his name is Nisargadatta Maharaj, author of I Am That. He says, some of our worldly desires we can overcome by contemplation and spiritual practice. They naturally drop away. While others, we have to go through that journey and taste the fruits, bitter or sweet. That's his words. And I find that this is very true for those of us who live in the world. And so your goal, in a way, is just an excuse for you to go through the process of self-discipline. If you have a goal, you're going to have to develop self-discipline. And then eventually that goal is not going to be important anymore. But the self-discipline you have developed, that will be valuable in your spiritual path as well. And so like this, from goal to goal, we grow as a human being. And at the end, you may find that there's a point in life where the only two things you're interested in is spirituality and service. Growing spiritually, that's internal, and serving others. And one thing can feed the other. But if you think of the Maslow's hierarchy of need, that's at the very top. And you don't get to focus on that fully if your lower needs, so to speak, are not yet
provide you with the certification and the credentials you need to teach mindfulness in professional settings. I invite you to check out our webpage at teach.mindfulnessexercises.com to learn more about the program, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside.